Well, guys, for this lesson, our objectives are right here. What we're going to be doing today for our writing is we're going to be able to understand how a concluding statement differs from an introductory opening opinion. And then we're going to restate our reason and opinion statements. So remember in our previous lessons, we looked at how we can look at text closely to find details that support your opinion with reasons. Remember, we had our reasons of we can visualize the dog because he's described more clearly, and the reader gave more descriptive words for the dog and here boy. Now, our essay begins with our opinion statement up here. The dog and here boy is easier to picture, and then we give reasons supporting it. In this lesson, we're going to show you how to form your conclusion for your last paragraph, how to make this guy right here. So we have our introduction in this green part and our conclusion in the blue part. So let me get them both on screen. Perfect. I'm going to read my opening paragraph for you. So this first one. When reading a story, we should always try to picture the characters in our minds. The dog in Here Boy is easier to picture than the horse Misty in Waiting for Stormy. This is because the dog's appearance and actions are more clearly described. Now, in this opening paragraph, I give a clear opinion statement. This paragraph also states briefly what my reasons are. My reasons are the dog's appearance and actions are more clearly described. And you then see, based on that, that we have it here for that first paragraph and here for the second paragraph. At the end of my essay, I place a conclusion paragraph. So let me read our conclusion paragraph for us, this blue part right here. For these reasons, it is much easier to picture the dog in Here Boy than the horse Misty in Waiting for Stormy. And because the dog is described so well, readers can feel like they are right there in the story watching him. However, readers might not feel that way when reading Waiting for Stormy. Notice in this conclusion paragraph, I restate my opinion statement. I say again what my opinion was. It's easier to picture the dog, but I say it in different words. So I can think of my opinion, introduction, and concluding paragraph as kind of like the frame for my essay. Say this is what you're going to read in the introduction, and then conclusion saying this is what you just read. You just read that it's easier to picture the dog because of the actions and the description. So I want to see how can we rephrase this sentence. Because this is my opinion sentence right here. I'm going to put a new one down for us. If this was my opinion sentence right here, and I'll make it bigger. It is easier to picture the horse Misty in Waiting for Stormy than the dog in Here Boy. So if I want to write the opposite and talk about why Misty was easier, how could I do that? Well, one way I could do it could be this. The horse Misty in Waiting for Stormy is easier to visualize than the ragged dog in Here Boy, period. And so you'll notice instead of saying it's easier to picture, I use that phrase, it's easier to visualize. I could also have this for my sentence. You can imagine the horse in Waiting for Stormy better than you can imagine the dog in Here Boy, period. So we're just taking whatever our opinion statement is, and in our conclusion, we just rewrite it differently. And the reason why we restate at the end is just a reminder for that reader. In case they dozed off or they daydreamed like Paul and Maureen did in their story, we want them to know, hey, this is what you just read, and remember, these are my reasons why. Now, I'm going to give you guys two sentences, and I want you to tell me if you can figure out which one you think would be a better beginning or an introduction, or which one you think would be a better conclusion. So I have these two that I have typed up for us. Dogs are much smarter than ponies. Ponies make better pets than dogs. Which one do you think would be a better concluding statement? If you said answer 2, if you said ponies make better pets than dogs, that's correct because it gives an opinion And remember, we're focusing on opinions for this piece of writing. This one's just a fact. Everyone can look and see dogs are smaller than ponies. So there's really no opinion writing that we're doing. But here, since we're making a statement saying ponies are better, not everyone would agree with that. They might say dogs are better. So that's our opinion that we can write in there. So good luck, you guys. Remember, you guys will be starting your own writing next week, making that conclusion and introduction.